when we were working on Caged.
Okay, Finny, I have a proposal.
Go ahead.
I realize that all the professionals in the film industry use scripts, but do we really need to get all of Cage figured out in script form before we put out our next video on YouTube?
Oh, crud. That sounds super time consuming, and we don't even know how many episodes this is going to be.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know what? I think if we script it one episode at a time, it'll work out fine.
Cool. I'm sure we'll never facepalm over this decision.
Now, I can't verify whether or not that conversation really happened, but it was definitely an understanding Rupert and I had when we started Caged. Wouldn't a full script hinder our creative process? But we eventually realized that was not a good idea. But it led us to ask an important question. Why do we need a full script in the first place? I think there are 3 reasons a script is necessary.
Ouch! What the neck?
It added emphasis!
It's also abuse!
Okay, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. When you feel inspired, writing a script can seem torturous and tortoise-ish.
Almost there.
How can this beautiful vision I have for this movie I want to create possibly wait for me to write a script? And trust me, I love that euphoria. But there are a lot of times that having to write the script helps you to critically think what the purpose of your product is. Like, for instance, let's say I'm inspired to write a play about a mom and her kids who are escaping a doomed planet in a steampunk-style vehicle. But as I've been working on the script, I start to wonder, why am I inspired by the idea of a family making a getaway from their home planet on a Zeppelin? What is this family like? Why a Zeppelin? How can the Zeppelin even make it in space? What do these elements even symbolize? Then I give it to friends who have no idea what my original epiphany was, and they start asking me more questions. What happened to their dad? Why make it a play? How does a Zeppelin work? And I don't know the answers! Don't feel discouraged. This process isn't always fun, but a lot of other moments of discovery come along the way as you tackle the questions. Yeah! Writing a script, getting feedback on it, and making edits is all about finding new things. The story will change, but if you are persistent, the results will blow your mind. Narrative. It basically means story. In this instance, we are talking about the feels. Just like music, your story has to make you, and more importantly, your audience, feel something. Happy, sad, impressed, depressed, sympathetic, aggravated, etc. Except, etc. has no feelings. Also, be careful how much your audience feels certain emotions. Sometimes writers don't know when to stop making their audience feel frustration or aggravation. They need it for the story, but they push it too far. A story that's meant to encourage your audience can't be happy all the time. It'll kill your story. At the same time, a story that has too much angst will be a punishment to your audience.
Nope.
And they'll get back at you. Kind of. By dropping your story. The great thing about a script is it allows you to understand the natural occurrence of emotions from your story and whether or not they are the kind you want your audience to feel. You'll be way happier you got it figured out in the boring stage instead of when you spent all of your time animating those characters before realizing that scene was going to lose your audience. So, you know the ideas you want to explore with your audience and how you want them to feel about them. Now you just gotta find the best vehicle to help you communicate with your audience. There's a ton out there too. Comic books, graphic novels, audiobooks, podcasts, audio dramas, skits, plays, musicals, YouTube videos, short films, movies, TV series, video games, and so much more. The possibilities are mind-boggling! But okay, let's say you think the best vehicle for your story is a full production musical. But you don't have the manpower to do it. Or even the stage. Or the equipment. What do you do instead? I'd say you write the script and you keep it. Maybe find a way to adapt it to an easier medium to publish, like a radio drama. But keep the original script, just in case the musical is a possibility one day. This is why a full script is so important. It allows you, the writer, to explore ideas with your audience, to compel them with a controlled emotional narrative, and to find the best method to tell your story. A script won't guarantee you'll make a movie, a graphic novel, or even a podcast, but it'll be a great roadmap for when you do.